Pregame.com.
All right, we got a big game in the SEC on ESPN Saturday night. This is Brad Powers in the Pregame.com studios just off the Vegas Strip. We're talking college football Saturday action. Again, a big one in the SEC, Mississippi State at Georgia.
95% of the bets by the public will be on the side. Not surprising. You as the pro, you're looking at the total.
Yeah, I'm looking at the under in this game. That's right. We're going under 48.5. And why is the total being mispriced in the marketplace? It's because of this Mississippi State defense has far exceeded expectations. Not much was expected of them. They were on their fourth different defensive coordinator in the last 4 years. And last year, this Mississippi State defense gave up 32 points per game, the most for them since 2003. They were lightly experienced coming back, brand new scheme. But yet, in the first 3 games of this season, they've allowed a grand total of 28 points and completely shut down LSU last week. Still value as far as taking the under in Mississippi State games. Under 48.5 is the pick here.
Clear hypothesis. The new defensive coordinator for Mississippi State is a god, correct?
He's probably the leader in the clubhouse for the Frank Broyles Award. That's awarded to the nation's top assistant coach. And his name's Todd Grantham. And he's got vast experience dating back to the NFL. But the last 7 years, he's been the DC at Georgia and also Louisville. He runs a 3-4 scheme. And I got to be honest with you, I think it fits the player personnel at Mississippi State well. They can't get a bunch of 5-star defensive tackles like the Alabamas and the LSUs and the Auburns of the world. So great scheme, very experienced defensive coordinator, leading to some great results so far.
Now, last week, Mississippi State, LSU, you and I were on under 55. It crashed down to 53. Never had a chance. Easy winner. Sometimes the pundits will criticize me for following basic strategy too much, but it's a great starting point. Big conference game, early in the year. Both teams easier to play defense than offense, right?
Yeah, and you're going to see the same thing here. Both defenses, in my opinion, are better than the opponent's offenses. I think you'll get conservative game plan, particularly out of Georgia. They still have a true freshman at quarterback in Jake Fromm, who's played well. He's been efficient, but again, conservative game plan. And both teams like to run the football, play defense. Basic strategy is going to result in another winner here.
Your second key handicap.
Let's talk about Georgia's defense. I don't think they're getting enough love in the marketplace. I think they are legit a top 5 defense in the country. Thought that way coming into the season. 10 returning starters, all 11 starters being upperclassmen, juniors or seniors, and nothing I've seen so far has said they're not top 5 in the country, but the market just isn't pricing them accordingly. Elite defense.
Let's talk about a Georgia opponent this year, a Notre Dame. That's another big game that you and I both had under. Total was 58. It didn't even get to 40 points, and the fact that you can go that far under against an Irish team, which appears to be a dead nut over team, is encouraging for this bet.
Yeah, and let's talk about their performance against Notre Dame. They held Notre Dame's rushing attack to 55 yards. I mean, that's great in itself, but then you've looked how Notre Dame's performed in their other 2 games. They ran for 422 yards against Temple, 515 yards against Boston College. Holding Notre Dame to 55 yards rushing just shows that this is an elite defense in America.
Absolutely. To be fair, I did have the under in that BC Notre Dame game as well. Let's make it official.
I did too. We were looking good in the middle of third quarter, not so much final. But as far as this game, guys, we're going under 48.5. We have a Mississippi State defense that's far exceeded the expectations, and the market can't quite catch up to how good they performed so far. And Georgia's defense still is not getting enough love in the marketplace. They're top 5 in the country coming into the season, and everything they've shown so far has not led me to believe any other way. Add it all up, under 48.5. More videos at pregame.com.